I come to human resources. Also wish to mention that at the province, the only person mandated to approve job recruitments is the permanent secretary. He works through the chief human resources officer and the assistant secretary at the provincial admin and the various GRs at heads of departments, the district administrative officers or DAOs, and human resources managers or directors in councils. No one should impose himself in the recruitment process without the knowledge of the PS or in the absence of the PS. Never. We need to have orderly management. And I also want to speak for the lowly, the drivers, the cleaners, the office orderlies, the secretaries, that no senior person should harass this category of employees. Especially for drivers, no one should abuse them by keeping them late in the night or sending them on unwarranted errands. Speak out. If someone is abusing you, speak out. The PS will listen, and I'm here to listen. We must respect our junior officers. I also come to the issue of women. I want women to be protected. Every time there's something to share, our female officers are disadvantaged. I'm aware of the houses we are sharing at the provincial admin, new provincial admin. All those female officers, PS, that are appearing on the list should not be removed from that list. All of them, all the ladies, whether single or married. We should not use gender to sideline others. I want the women respected. Okay. And again, when it comes to disciplinary action, no one should issue unwarranted disciplinary action through warning letters and all manner of emotional writing to junior officers. That is the preserve of the PS. You can only recommend the action to the permanent secretary. Or if it's at the council, you can only recommend to the town clerk or council secretary what action to be taken. We need to control communication exiting an institution. We can't have letters flying all over, and people having this fear. No one can dismiss you. Government has procedures for disciplinary action. So don't appoint yourselves roles that are not yours. The other matter is to do with payment processes. I've seen that each time there's a trip undertaken, junior officers like drivers and camera persons, journalists, are not paid in advance, or they are not paid on time. We tend to pay senior people. I have a case of Joy Sakala, Runia Sakala traveled to South Africa in December, not paid up to now. But if you check in the payment system, several other senior people have been paid, and she's not paid. The other one is Chimunya. Where's Chimunya? There's Chimunya, there's Gertrude, and there's a driver called Chimunya also. They traveled with me to Zimbabwe, for example. They are not paid. Senior people are paid. What type of leadership is that? You need to take care of those under you. Make sure they are given the attention they need. So, Finance Director, please check the near past history of payment processes. If it means not paying me as I go to Parliament, don't pay me so that Dunia Sakala, Gertrude, Chimunya are paid. I would rather forfeit that payment. There's no way a parent can eat food when food is limited and the children haven't eaten. At least for me, don't pay me. If it means going by bus to Parliament, I will. Yes, I will. If it means sleeping in my car, I will do that until these officers of mine who worked for their money are paid. Let's stop this greed. I don't like it. It also comes to recruitment. Junior jobs, for goodness sakes, cleaners, this and that, in Southern Province should be given to the young people from Southern Province. We see tendencies all over in the districts, including here, the habit of replacing our own youths with people from Lusaka and from all over. And yet our youths can never be considered in Lusaka. Where will they get their jobs if you don't employ them here? Yeah, I've got the case of Mr. Mwinga and Brian Mutinta from Gwembe. These are from poor communities in a rural area, and we gave them jobs as a matter of affirmative action. Most of the jobs have been taken by people from Monze, Mazabuka, all these along the Choma, Livingstone. Kazungura is never on the list. Gwembe is never on the list. Sinazongwe is left out. And I'll bring you these and want to replace them with people from Lusaka. No, we can't take that. Please, let's help young people from disadvantaged communities to get jobs. This is their opportunity. I beg of you. And I'm speaking to all districts. All of you. Apply fairness as much as possible. And then for my senior civil servants, for goodness sake, stop getting meddled into political affairs, either of the patriotic front or anywhere, or trying to look like you're the user-friendly person in the front of the ruling party. I am the link between the ruling party and the civil service. Please keep away from political matters because it's not your sphere. Just like I keep away from your jobs, I don't interfere. Don't interfere in what I must do. That's all I'm saying. I don't interfere. All of you know that. I stay away and just simply support you in what you're doing. So don't get into political arena, either PF or UPND or anyone. Leave that to us, because that's my mandate, is in my job description, to talk politics. And so yours is to support the government of the day, and whoever comes is supposed to be supported, but not to become the face of a political party. And then I've also, still on the issue of recruitment, I've received pockets of reports where some of our officers are charging people in order for them to get jobs in government, or promising them this is teacher recruitment, I'll do this for you. This is unwarranted. I've explained the officers that are supposed to handle human resources matters. Don't charge the public. This is their country. This is their government. President Lungu is the president for all of us, not some of us, all of us. And there are some of my officers who claim they are connected to State House, they are connected to who. All this, the president made it very clear. Leave the president out of your selfish schemes. He's not part of this. Leave him out. He does not condone that behavior. So don't listen to anyone who says he's connected to State House, he's connected to who. To meet the president, the conduit is myself. I'm the one who connects people. My office is the extension of the office of the president. And that's what is written there. So all these self-appointed spokespersons for State House are hereby exposed and told to keep away from this behavior. I come to accounts. Accounts department, please, no senior officer should force you to make payments that are questionable and not approved by the controlling officer. At the council level, it's a town clerk, or council secretary. At the province, is the PS. So don't coerce, don't force finance departments to make payments that are unwarranted. We are tired of audit queries. Some of us have never stolen in our lives and will never steal. So don't taint the image of the province. And traveling to Lusaka all the time for audit queries, not under my administration. I want resources to be managed prudently. So no one should force you to pay. I'm here to protect you on behalf of the president, and the PS is here. Nobody should force you to pay. And then for traveling opportunities, I want young people to be exposed. I want young people who left UNZA 2 weeks ago, to be exposed, to give them a grooming path, so that when all of you that are so experienced are no longer here, the civil service will continue functioning. I don't want to see same people traveling all over, and it's unfair. If those that supervised you in the past did that, you wouldn't be here where you are today. So take care of those below you. It's extremely important. So I want you to report any schemes to vary activity funds into allowances to the PS. Whoever is trying to scheme, let's vary this, is from forestry, and they put themselves there. Nonsense. I don't want that. So I'm calling upon all of you to help the president and my office to prudently manage government resources on behalf of the people. We are tired of audit stories. It's really embarrassing to see a former PS, whatever, being followed by DEC, ACC. When you retire, you should work with your head high up there and just live in the community. There's really nothing to worry about if you manage your career life with prudence. So let's make it clear, nobody here is a special officer, including myself. I'm not special. And so let's treat each other. No one should personalize government resources or want to be all over controlling things. No, not when I'm here. Not when I'm here. Stick to your job description.